How's it going, everyone? This is Lemire here. I hope all of you guys are having a fantastic day. And today I'm out in beautiful San Francisco, California, just getting a little bit of a weekend vacation in. Right behind me is the iconic Golden Gate Bridge. Today I'm going to be walking halfway across the span over the Golden Gate, and then I'm going to make my way back. But today I want to talk a little bit about the history of the bridge, show the experience of walking in, as well as some of the other interactive exhibits around here at the Welcome Center. So without further ado, let's get this vlog started.
Considered one of the most iconic and spectacular bridges in the world, the Golden Gate Bridge was constructed by the Golden Gate Bridge and Highway District and opened on May 27, 1937, as a way to connect the city of San Francisco with Marin County and other communities of the North San Francisco Bay Area. The notion of a bridge spanning the Golden Gate Strait was actually first proposed as far back as 1872 by railroad magnate Charles Crocker. Up until the bridge's completion, the only form of travel across the bay for most motor vehicles was by ferry, and a bridge would alleviate the demand on ferry companies failing to meet the capacity of clientele. In 1919, San Francisco City engineer Michael M. O'Shaughnessy would begin exploring with the city on how to complete the ambitious task. O'Shaughnessy consulted numerous engineers across the United States, many of which said the bridge would be impossible to build due to the wind and foggy weather surrounding the strait. Others argued that the bridge itself would be prone to earthquakes due to its close proximity to the San Andreas Fault. It was then that one man instrumental to the bridge's development would step forward. That man's name was Joseph Strauss. Strauss, a structural engineer who built bascule bridges, proposed that the bridge could be built for around $30 million. On June 28, 1921, Strauss shared his initial drawings for the bridge with O'Shaughnessy, a cantilever merged with a suspension cable design, which he estimated to cost around $17 million. In the next year and a half, O'Shaughnessy unveiled the new bridge design to the public eye, met with little opposition at the time. It would be Strauss, however, who fervently gathered the support of civic leaders and politicians for the bridge, arguing that it could be financed solely on toll revenues alone. In the midst of all the enthusiasm and anticipation for the new bridge's construction, one major problem existed. As plans for the Golden Gate Bridge were being discussed, the city of San Francisco already received the limited funds from the federal government to build two spans east of the San Francisco Peninsula in what would become the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge. Therefore, the city itself had no more money to finance the Golden Gate project. It was then, in 1924, that the Golden Gate Bridge and Highway District would be formed to design, build, and finance the bridge. The district, however, would have to rally support from businesses and neighboring counties in Northern California, as well as obtain permission from the United States Department of War, who owned the land on each side of the Golden Gate Strait. By the end of the year, the district had convinced the War Department of the bridge's safety and navigation and financial feasibility, and was granted a provisional permit for construction. Gaining support from businesses proved more arduous, however, as ferry and shipping companies and other organizations immediately protested the bridge and the district itself, claiming it would hurt their industries. Neighboring counties were also divided on becoming members of the district. While many showed eager support, such as San Francisco, Marin, Sonoma del Norte, and parts of Napa and Mendocino counties, others declined to join. Eventually, these 6 counties were officially recognized as the members of the district by the California State Legislature in 1928, with Strauss as the chief engineer on the district's board of directors. To help make the bridge a reality, Strauss would assemble a team of brilliant engineers and architects, including Charles A. Ellis, Leon Moiseff, Irving F. Morrow, and many others. Although Strauss was the bridge's chief engineer, many of these gentlemen were integral to the bridge's final design. Ellis was responsible for performing the necessary stress calculations for the bridge structure, although he would not receive any credit from Strauss. Moiseff suggested modifying Strauss's hybrid design to the simpler suspension cable design seen today, and Morrow would give the bridge its iconic Art Deco motif, as seen in the two towers and anchorages. The idea behind a suspension bridge is that the cables hold the roadway deck in place under tension, using smaller cables called suspenders. This tension is transferred via the large cables to the giant towers, which compress the load force into the ground. On January 5, 1933, the district would begin construction on the Golden Gate Bridge. Over the next 4 years, workmen hauled and hoisted nearly 400,000 cubic yards of concrete and 83,000 tons of steel to assemble the bridge. The giant main cables supporting the roadway were about 3 feet in diameter and 7,650 feet in length, and housed nearly 28,000 individual wires, equivalent to about 80,000 miles. From their base to their top, the towers were both 746 feet in height, holding the deck at about 245 feet above the waters of the Golden Gate. Before we take a walk across the span, I do also want to show some of the interactive exhibits located here at the Welcome Center on the San Francisco side of the bridge. Many of these exhibits explore the bridge's history and its features. Others also demonstrate the bridge's integral structural characteristics, such as how the span and the roadway move in response to the natural phenomena of wind and earthquakes, or the optimal tension needed for the cable to support the roadway based on the height of the towers. Another exhibit shows how a rectangular cross-section of the span's trusses provides for more rigidity and prevents the structure from twisting. One of the more fascinating exhibits is this piece of the bridge's cable, where visitors can get an up-close look at the myriad of individual strands of wire. And now that we have a full comprehensive look, let's take a walk onto the span of the Golden Gate Bridge.
All right, here we go. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today. I really hope you enjoyed today's video on the Golden Gate Bridge, its history, and getting to join me on a walk across the span to witness the beautiful San Francisco Bay. It's just hard to believe though that I visited the bridge 2 months ago and it's now October when I'm actually finally posting the vlog. I've just been very busy with life priorities that I will eventually cover in an upcoming vlog, so please stay tuned for that. However, the San Francisco vlogs are not done, as I do have one more video that will cover the rest of my day trip to the city. If you do want to stay up to date on all my future content, make sure to hit that big subscribe button or ring the notification bell. You can also head on over to my new Instagram page. I will provide a link in the description below. So I think that's going to be it. As always, to get more content like this, remember to tune in same Matt time, same Matt channel. Thank you for watching, guys. Take care and have a fantastic rest of your day.